Our next speaker is from Cincinnati, and he is the president of the Southwest Cincinnati Tea Party. Please welcome George Brunemann.
Why is it now when you hear the word Cincinnati, I hear boos coming out of people? I am following up Justin Binnick-Tomics, which is normally a risky move. I mean, out of 350 million citizens, he's the one guy the IRS wants to know why you're talking to him. But what's the worst they can do? They can audit me. Too late. They already did that. In fact, when they made the phone call back in January of last year, the IRS agent that made the call said, "You are being audited because of your association with the Cincinnati Tea Party." So when they ask, "Do you think you've been targeted?" It's like, she said so. So if your name is on a list that somehow the IRS has that says Tea Party Brunemann or Tea Party Smith, your odds of getting audited are about 1 out of 4. If you're on a normal tax return, your odds of getting audited are about 1 out of 10,000. There's a slight difference if you're associated with a Tea Party. I was not the only one targeted. There are many, many others. Now, I may have been the only one where the auditor was honest enough to say why, but that's not even really the problem. The problem isn't that the current administration used the IRS. Yes, that's a problem, but it would be very little thinking of us to say that's the only problem. In fact, the only problem isn't that there's an IRS. I agree, abolish it. Let's go to a fair tax. But that's not the only problem. The problem is our government has become so big now that its first concern is serving itself, serving the government, not serving the people. Somehow we have become, we the people is now we the government, and that has to stop. It is up to us. Thank you so much for taking the first step, for being here and staying here, but I got bad news. This isn't enough. You need to go home and you need to take action. Thanks.
Hey, George is speaking. When he says you need to take action, he has taken action. He held a town hall in Cincinnati about 3 weeks ago, and 500 people from the Cincinnati area showed up. It was standing room only, letting their community know about that. That's something you can do to help spread these words and these messages and these stories around the country. Follow in George's example.